Well, hello my loves and happy Sunday to you. So today we're doing a little bit of wandering. I don't really have an idea, or I didn't, but I have wandered a bit through my studio. And it all came about from, I was reading Morgan Harper Nichols' book, You Are Only Just Beginning. And I always will go to a book for my daily journaling or something like that. I just kind of do one of these and see what happens. And this one says, to wander through the unknown is unsettling. And all you want are the answers. Man, that just feels like life. Answers keep us safe. But what if you let go of needing all the answers and embrace the dangerous task of asking questions? And I thought about that because that's kind of where I was at, especially for my creative process this week. I have been on fire, and I've been fully immersed in creating some series of work that I'm just excited about. And then all of a sudden, it just was like, oh. I would look at the pieces and I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do. So as that was happening, I came across, I came across a color palette and I absolutely loved it. I don't know why. It's not my colors. It's not anything. I couldn't get away from it. I kept thinking about it and thinking about it. So I took that color palette and I kind of looked at the colors. I didn't have any of those colors in my stash. So I went to the paint store. I went to Home Depot and got my tester pots. And I got all the colors that were similar. They're not exact, but that's okay. And I got all the tester pots of the colors that I liked from the color sample that I came across. And some of them I would have to, do a little bit of color mixing. But I took my journal and swatched the colors and then kind of swatched with maybe adding some lighters or some darkers, blacks and whites to get some good mixtures of a color palette. And I was thoroughly excited and didn't understand it. I was thoroughly excited about what I was doing, but this sparked my interest. And so I did the dangerous task of asking questions. I asked myself, what is it about this that I like? What is it that I'm interested in? And part of it was some of the texture that was on the sample, on this little sample. The texture of it was really interesting. That's one of the things that I liked. So that gave me a clue. And the other thing was the peacefulness of it. I felt like life has felt somewhat chaotic lately. And even in my series of painting, the paintings, the colors are bright and bold. And that's really, my entire home, everything, all my colors are bright and bold. But maybe at this moment, and maybe it's just for a second, I need those calm colors. I don't know, but I'm asking the questions. And I'm asking myself, what next? What about this color palette do I want to explore? So after I color swatched, I decided that I needed to find some collage papers that would maybe go along with those. Well, it's not my color palette, so I didn't have anything. So I created some collage papers. I went about my business like it was my job to create these collage papers, and just did marks and used a bunch of stencils and did them really, really fast. So then I thought, okay, I can kind of see something coming together. The texture, the collage papers. I need some background papers to kind of fill in the gaps, possibly. So I went to my books and I went back to the quote. And this is about learning, it's about growing, it's about letting go, it's about lessons. And asking questions like you're a student. So I pulled the books that were like student manuals, lessons, old vintage lesson books, and I tore the pages out of them. And this is how a story develops. This is how we move through the process of discovering art, of discovering really anything. It's not just about art, it's about life. We have to pause for a second. When something speaks to us, or gives us a message, or lights us up, or makes us uncomfortable, ask ourselves why. So often we're head down doing things, getting things done. And that's really what I was doing today, was like, I need to get Sunday done. I'm just going to come in, do something familiar. And I couldn't get away from that color palette. So I had to follow that little itch of what is it? What is making me go to that color palette? Because it's not anything that I typically do. And yet I'm thrilled with the exploration and the colors. And then I started putting different colors with it. I just played and had fun. But in that process, I developed some ideas and I developed the story. I continued to ask myself questions of why. And that goes back to wander. We have to wander in our creative time. And really honestly, I need to wander in life. That's, part of the reason why I've taken some time off. When I'm so scheduled, I miss things. I miss the daily beauty of things. To wander through the unknown is unsettling. I mean, it really is unsettling because I'm thinking I need to be doing something. I need to be creating something. Creating a masterpiece here, or I need to be working on the series or other 1,000 projects that I have. But maybe I just need to wander. So to wander through the unknown is unsettling. All you want are the answers. Oh man, that is so me. I'm answer driven. Answers keep us safe. And we can find those answers in the wander. We can find those answers by asking the questions of ourselves, of our friends, of our partners, of our art, of our life. We can ask the right questions of why am I drawn to this? Why am I doing this? Why? And so I am doing some wandering today. And that was a great message. It all came together. And when that happens, I know that I need to follow the questions. I need to follow the why. And it's uncomfortable. Because we all like to know exactly where we're headed in all things, including art. But art is the best place to wander. There's no one looking over your shoulder. There's no one telling you what to do. There's no one, saying this is right or this is wrong. You get to make that decision, and it's based on the questions that you ask yourself. So ask yourself a lot of questions today as you create, as you play, as you work, as you're with your people. Have a sense of wonder and ask the right questions, or ask any question really, and see what happens. Be uncomfortable in the unknowing. It's really hard, but that's where I'm at today, because when I started this, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway, because something is there, and I will pursue this, and maybe it will, satisfy this urge to create with these colors, or maybe it will take me off and have me creating a whole nother series of things in this color palette. I don't know. But either way, one or the other, whether I create just one or a series, it's all right. It's not wrong, because we're wandering. And there's discoveries in there, like combining colors and using different stencils and different things like that. There's always discoveries that whether this goes any further, it will lend itself to whatever I'm doing. So it's a good art lesson and a good life lesson. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the process. I don't know yet what that will look like, but we will see. All right, my loves, I hope your Sunday is restful and peaceful. I hope you get to wander. I hope you get to feel a little uncomfortable and ask yourself questions within your art, at least within your art, and maybe in other areas of your life today. I hope your Sunday is restful and peaceful, and I hope that you always, always know that you are loved.